What is up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. As I'm trying some new things, I hate that they allow in AI divisions and in AI events that I hate that they allow the AI to play for you. I think that they should juice up the rewards since there's not many modes, make it challenging, and make you have to play. That way, if you get far in divisions, you really know that the player earned that themselves. Now you don't. But with that being said, because this is in the game, I make the best of it, and the football is actually excellent. It shows you how good it can be without the trash nonsense that all the rats use that Konami allows in the game. And so it gives you a good way to break down your team without focusing in on playing, right? Where you're focusing on moving the ball, shooting, passing, everything, right? You're just focused on your formation, the shape, the movement of each player. So I take advantage of that. And while I do that, right, I can multitask, edit, do different things. So it gets me higher in the division so I can get more challenging games. So I take advantage of it. But while this finishes, I want to get at least one game in before they start the maintenance heading into Thursday. And once that occurs, we'll get one game in. We're going to look into what's coming, and I have a live reaction video for you because the two best players in FC, maybe history, but definitely current two best players, Tex and Vergang, faced off, and you just got to see it, right? It's unbelievable. It just shows you why we're all here playing eFootball, how much better of a game it is. But we'll watch that together, and we'll talk about everything to come. So, as you're watching this, I made one little adjustment, right? And you'll actually see it. I have to make it. No, I did make it with my full team now, too. I pushed Pele and Cruyff more wide. They're still secondary strikers, but the wider positioning gives me that more of that width from like faux wingers, whereas before they were central forwards, basically. And I liked it for a long time, and I still may go back to it from time to time, depending on my opponent, because it mixed up the runs that Hullet and Belling would make as center mid hole players. However, it started getting more one-dimensional, right? I noticed that there was tons of times where I could have used the width, and I just didn't have players, Hullet and Bellingham, just weren't making enough of those runs on the outside. So once I pushed Pele and Cruyff out there, I noticed each time Hullet or Bellingham made runs forward, they would make them through those gaps in between Ibra and either Pele or Ibra and Cruyff. And then it also opened up the wings for me to get the ball to Cruyff and Pele out wide and then cut it inside or bring it inside. So you're going to see that in action live here shortly. But basically, where I'm at with my team is that I really like how they're playing. I don't need to make many adjustments that one to increase the width in the attack. Mainly right now the battle is just playing these rats as I climb to Division 1 and dealing with the fact that many of them aren't going to play football and having to grind and pretty much try to mix in good football while still being able to compete where I have to add in some rat nonsense. And it's unfortunate. My goal is to get to the point where I can play pure football, no trash at all, no smart assists, no nothing, no kick and runs, no auto this, auto that, right? Minimal AI assistance, and still beat these players playing pretty football. I'm not there yet, right? When you look at the hours, which matter, all that experience adds muscle memory, adds familiarity with the nuances. I'm nowhere near. I'm around, 300 hours in, where many of these players are at like 1,300, 2,300, 4,000, 3,000. Crazy hours, mostly. Not all of them, most of them. So, with that being said, I'm going to work my way up, but I just can't sacrifice results to these rats because that's clearly all they want. So taking it from them is well worth it. It's my philosophy. I know some players that I really respect in my community have the philosophy like, I don't care about losing. I'm just going to play manual football or my football. I've one Kioma who plays full manual. He stays in the lower divisions because of it, even though he's a skilled player. But I get it. At least he enjoys it. He's playing with a totally free team. Not only that, not only a standard team, but also just the players he likes, right? He at one time had like an all Villarreal team. So I chose my route, and we're going to stick to it. You see there, 1-0 loss in the AI Divisions, Division 2. Kind of a rough run of form lately over there. In PvP, we had a few rats in a row. We did well against all but one. That player with the Morocco national flag. It was the worst player I've played, maybe period, right? He was a huge rat. Definitely reached out as I do to him. You're reported. So we'll see what happens with that. But got back on the win column after that, and we're going to get in a game now. I know these rats aren't worth my time, but at the end of the day, I get creative with it, and I still have yet to have one that would come in and give me a full breakdown of the game. And I want this to happen so bad that I've offered to pay them, and they still won't do it because they're so embarrassed. Because they couldn't commentate without sounding like idiots based on how they're playing, because it's not football. So, with that being said, though, let's hope we can get a good game in here. Division 1, very good opponent. This is going to be a good little challenge before we head into the maintenance period. So you see the change there. Oh, nope, it didn't make it. So all I do, though, is go like this and bring in Beckenbauer as a DMF. Alright. Eto and Messi. We'll still play deep line. We'll do it like that. See what we can create there. All right. Top 4,000. I believe that's current, and what they show after the game is the highest they've ever been, but I could be wrong. First game of the day, too. We're getting right into it. We're in the white, opponents in the red. Good. He was running, then he stopped. We got a bit of delay here, fellers. Aw, see? Gotta hate the delay. Good D. Perfect D, honestly. Good. Oh, no. Nice goal. Dude, the delay is ridiculous. Look at that. Look at the delay. What am I supposed to do there? How am I supposed to react to that? Look at that. It's just delay trash. You wonder, like, if these players that have... Look at that. Oh my god, the delay is ridiculous. Yeah, I'm gonna pause it. Let's talk to this guy. Let's see what he says. What's up, Simple Go? These, I wonder if they're only this good because of the delay, dude. I really do. Bro, are you always just lagging out your opponents, or is this just this game? I'm just curious, honestly, because it seems like whenever you're going at me, you'll pass it at me, and then conveniently you score when the game's glitched out. Let's see if we can add him. I really want to talk to him about this, because it makes me wonder. I would like for him, I hopefully Phil hops on or someone like that, but might as well just leave at this point. It's pointless to play these games when you can't move. You can't do anything. But he's passing right at me, and then I have tackles showing up and then I don't get much lag in this game either. I really don't. So it would be interesting to know. We'll see if we can't get him to answer and just see what he says. Top 4,000 player, but how many games is it where he does that? If you go back and watch, you can actually see the screen glitching out. Top 1,000. Right now he's like 4,000. But I just don't get the point in that. And then I saw he had Smart Assist on too. Let's see if we can get him in here. He's Spanish speaking, but it's been a while since we've gotten one of these guys like in the stream to talk to us. Might be able to get one more game in before. Oh, there we go. Hey, do you speak English at all? That game was live on stream. I'd love for you to see it. Are you aware? Do you win games only from lag, or do you ever like do opponents reach out and talk to you about that? Oh, dang it. I think he only speaks. ¿Todo bien? The lag was so bad. Passes, tackles. Let's see the hours here. Alright. Let's see if we can get one more. I bet you they won't let me, though, because of the time. Let's see. Maybe, though. Maybe they'll let you play right up to 8. I just don't understand the way that there'd be perfect connection. I've played players from Japan, players from everywhere. And then all of a sudden, it's the same thing in FC. I had passes registering, or sorry, tackles registering as passes. You literally cannot play. And the thing I notice about eFootball is that even though the servers are better, when there's any type of delay, the game's over. And it's just interesting to me. It's hard for me to buy that there isn't something on purpose there. Over the time, though, why I like to talk to these people and share it, there will be players that go, wait, I've played that guy. Right? And then it will all connect. You watch. I have some fascinating breakdowns for you tonight, too, that you guys will see in a video coming tomorrow. It just motivates me more to speak out because of a lot of the nonsense I've been seeing. Very top team here, as you can see. And let's just play him straight up and see how it goes. And he could have been a great player for all I know. It's just the lag part. I don't get that. I play game after game after game. It's only certain ones. And they never are like accomplished, you know? It will be like top 2,000, 3,000, 1,000. But never like any like, hey, I don't know. It's weird to me. That part's weird to me. I should have played that through. And that was a goal. Huh. Aww. Guys, this is crazy. Good. Can't believe he didn't go there. I'm going to go more attacking on him. Oh my God. So stupid, guys. I can't fucking stand this game. If you try to play the ball around or play football, this is the shit that you have to deal with. It's the stupidest thing. Here we go. We'll just play rat ball. That's what's expected tonight. So I'm getting sick of the game. Without a doubt, I'm getting sick of it. Dumbest shit ever. Here. This is what they want you to do in this stupid-ass game. Here. Just spam fucking the ball. Go for trash. That's what they want from you. That's what we'll do. I'm going to pause it and put my 3 forwards up in a second. Just spam through ball, through ball, through ball. That's what I'll go do. Here we go. Dumbest fucking game I've ever seen in my life, dude. Dumbest game I've ever seen in my life. A game that could be so good. And that's all you can do. Here. We'll do this stupid fucking... Here's a EA Sports eFootball that they've turned this to. Here you go, guys. Let's have some fun the rest of the game. Dumbest fucking game I've ever seen. It could be good, but every loser player in this game has made this way. It just turns to bitter trash. All you can do is kick the ball and clear it. Any back four is going to take their time and move that ball around. Go watch Van Dijk yourselves. Go watch Van Dijk yourselves. It's an absolute joke. This is eFootball, period. This is eFootball. This trash game. Turn Smart Assist on and do this shit. Period. Makes no sense, this stupid ass game. This is what we're going to do the whole game. This is it. There it is. Oh, of course. Of course. They decided not to give me that. They gave him the trash tackle back goal, though. Right? What the fuck was that? Is that what Ibra would have done there, guys? Is that what he would have done? That's what you're telling me? This game is absolute trash, boys. Tell me I'm wrong. Go watch Ibra there and tell me I'm wrong. Look it. It's pure garbage. Every one of these fucking losers. What is Ibra doing, by the way? What does this game turn into out of nowhere? Like, I haven't seen that in forever where... Look at this. Absolute garbage. And then it delays. And then look at the run. He's rounding out. Oh my god, guys. Look at this. Trash. The game is trash. Look, I one-timed that. What else can I do there, guys? To avoid a tackle back. What else can I do there? Absolute trash can garbage. This is what you gotta do. Forget passing, forget moving, forget it all. There we go. There's a tackle back. And then double tackle backs. Fun. This is what gets rewarded in this trash game for trash players. What the fuck? Guys, it's a joke. Look at this. You can't, Mustafa. You can't play possession. Did you see what just happened? No offense, brother, but are you joking right now or are you trying to be serious? Did you see what happened when I just tried to play possession? It's a fucking joke. Look at this. You can't play possession. You get tackled over and over. The delay, everything going on in this game, it's a joke. Hey, muy bien, muy bien. Very skilled loser. Very skilled rat loser. Good job. Good through balls. I'm glad that you waste your time with AI doing everything for you. Good job. Congrats, loser. Fucking jokes. You try to play, it's just a tackle back game for losers, period. Look, everything's just... It's the same, and you can't tell me these players aren't causing this bullshit. There's no way. Look, that's what happens. Oh, play possession. No offense, Mustafa. I know that you're trying to be helpful, but bro, the game is an absolute joke. Play possession. Play possession. Yeah. Complete trash. There's no way that these games... Look at the players that I play and beat. Go look at my Discord. Go look at the posts I make. Way better players. It's always these same losers. There's no way it's by chance. I beat way better players. Look, I'll show you. So look at this loser I just lost to. The best he's ever done, Division 2. best he's ever done. Division 2. $200 in. You want to see the players I'm beating? It's only the loser cheats, guys. Look, beating Division 1 players non-stop. This was a terrible loser too. Look, it's Division 2. It's always the lower ranked losers, and they never go anywhere. Look, beat him though. I beat him, but look. Top Division 1 player, beat him. Tied this player, he's a Division 2 loser. It's always the losers. Look, barely beat him. Tied him, he was number 547. This dude was, I think, pretty good, one to one. Right? I could keep going on and on. It's always the low-rank losers. Period. It's always the same thing, guys. I mean, this isn't coincidence. You're telling me that that these guys who play this game that can't make it as far as I've made it already after playing most of the year FC, if you follow my channel, you know, and I'm further than them, but they magically turn godly one game, and magically when I'm trying to pass the ball, all of a sudden, you get what I'm saying? Come on, man. Even if people don't have a brain, they could know. They could tell. So I'm beating players who are much better, and then magically in these games, it's the lag. Come on. It's a joke. Yeah, but when I can't make a 5-yard pass because against these losers, you can't. It's just the delay. It's only against these same losers. Yeah, it's a joke. The game is trash. Don't worry, FC's still worse. I'm about to show you a breakdown of that, but this game is absolute garbage. Every top player that I've beaten, oh, what do you know? No delay, no nothing. And then in these games, so how is he able to settle the ball right in front of my goalie and get a shot? Did you guys not see the tackle back where his goalie ran into my Ibrahimovic and I was so delayed? My Ibrahimovic didn't even win the shit tackle back, which, by the way, is one of the things that make this game a joke. Go watch yourself. Go watch where the tackles are registering so late they're going off as clearances. It's all these losers, bro. Yeah, good night. Get out of here, bro. Go to bed. It's too late for you. It's crazy, bro. I know Mustafa was trying to help, but play possession. It's like, bro, do you not see me with an open back four and one striker in the game so fucked that I can't even play around the back four? He runs into my Van Dyke. But play a game where you're going to do more of that and let these rat losers run into you. Yeah, so that was fun. Oh, dude, I couldn't even imagine playing that trash. I can't even imagine playing that trash. So that was fun. That was two god awful games that makes this game look like a joke. And before anybody says a word, like no offense to Mustafa, but you can't play possession when you can't pass the ball because there's 8 minute delay. Now I get it doesn't. It only happens with certain amounts, certain rats. Someone's got to do a video on that because there's no way, unless it's coincidence that where they live, it just fucks the game up. I remember eFootball sharing a thing because of this problem. They showed like in events, it's the host connects the two teams or whatever, and then there's a main server. Like they showed this thing for the big update, and it showed you why events are so bad and divisions are bad, or like one of the things that they explained some of this stuff, right? Well, it can be, unfortunately for you, buddy. The maintenance started, so you play this game and then you try to play good football, and then you either got to play complete rat losers in good gameplay, which is hard enough, and then you got to play them in some games where you can't move. Now, I've seen everybody complain about this. I could show you 10,000 videos. I could show you 100 from eFootball Universe. I could show you 100 from Indominator. So the beautiful thing is that unlike FC, don't ask me why more people, except for Inception, don't share it. But any troll loser can't say a word because all the best players in the world have talked about this. So here's one of your biggest problems. You have a game that has a way better core. I'm about to show you the breakdown of text versus Vergang. But when you have smart assist on top of the defense that's total trash, the tackle backs that are trash, and then you add in inconsistent gameplay on top of that, even though it's minor, right? It's like death by 1,000 cuts. FC has way worse servers, but guess what? Once you add up all the trash with EA or eFootball, this game has no chance. But it's just a joke. How many fucking people have to talk about this for some of these losers to get it? Like these losers you play against. All right, so that was fun. So you guys see the exact reason why this game, and when I show you this FC game, I want you to remember, FC, despite how bad it is still crushing eFootball in every category you can think of. And whenever you're watching this trash I'm about to show you from the two best players in the world in FC, okay, look at this trash that's beating eFootball. Tell me that Konami and every player in this game shouldn't be embarrassed when they watch this, because everyone laughs at eFootball players, and it's because of these losers that I just played against. Now, if somehow, some way, by miracle, they did not cause any of the shit that went down, then so be it. I'm talking about their PSN. But there are 1,000% rats out here. I mean, this is a game where you had players putting in a formation. They put in a formation to crash opponents to get a win. Didn't even want to play the game. They put in shit to crash opponents. This is a game, right, where losers use smart assist. Okay? This is a game where you're forced, unless you're skilled enough, which is, I'm not even close, right? And a lot of players aren't. People can say they are, but show me your top 100 ranking. Show me your top 10. Show me your top 500, 1,000 ranking to show me that you don't lose against all these smart assist guys. Because playing against it and surviving is one thing, but actually succeeding and beating every opponent you should is another. And I know there's players out there, the Indominators of the world. These guys can beat a lot of the rats. But even I see eFootball Universe, like, I'm fine with everybody except for the smart assist. Well, no shit, because you have to use smart assist to beat smart assist. So succeeding against everyone but the smart assist players is not doing well against it. It makes no sense. Even if you're a good rank, right, but you lose against the smart assist players and say, well, I'm dealing with it well, look at my rank. But you're losing to the smart assist players. You would be higher ranked without those players. So you're not doing well against smart assist. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You'll see a lot of these content creators say, well, I still get a good rank, so I'm okay, but I hate smart assist. But then they'll talk about, but I lose my games against the smart assist players. Or eFootball Universe. We'll go through it here in a bit because we have a long while with maintenance. But all these low-level losers. So when you go through a game and you're beating top-ranked players, top 100, top 500, and you're 300 hours in, and you see players with 1,400 hours, 13, you see these players, and they can't do shit. They can't even break out of Division 2 after 1,300, 2,000, 3,000 hours. Why do you think that? But all of a sudden they smoke a player 5-0, 5-1, 4-2 with pure trash, connections terrible, and yet they're still low division. You guys just got to use your brains. So if Konami can't recognize this, what are players going to do? They're going to go straight to this game right here. I've seen it happen a million times. Now, this is absolute trash, but what you're about to see. Okay, this is why I'm over at eFootball. Because this is not football. But if eFootball doesn't change their like course and figure it out, these rat losers that are in this game, which there's way more lower skilled losers in eFootball. It's just facts, right? If eFootball can't do that, Konami can't just like get out of their own way, they're just going to be in the trash the whole rest of their experience. Because when you watch this, I want you to remember this game that you're about to watch. Overall, this game that's not even football is considered the king of football games. They're wiped their ass with eFootball and the little bits of money they make. And remember how expensive it is to spend for boxes and all that? And they still can't touch FC. The players literally laugh. Like Vergang, this player right here that you're about to see, the best player in the world in FC. Go look at what he says about eFootball and the players. Go look what he says. He's super direct. He's a guy who says, like, if you can't use my tactics, you suck. He literally, word for word, said that eFootball is not easy. If you play that, that just means you're terrible at football, right? Like he said it word for word, just like that in broken English. And that's what people largely consider. Like anybody I would tell, hey, I cover eFootball now because I want to play football. Oh, yeah, okay. You're just trash. Obviously, you're terrible if you're playing that joke of a game. But really, it's because I want to play football. For that reason, I left FC on a high note, right? I left getting a rank 3 with an all evolution team in trash gameplay. Rank 3 all evolution team, which means it would be the equivalent of eFootball, for those of you who don't know, of playing with all standard league players. And so I did that because any of these trolls that want to say something, they can go check for them, okay, go look at all the tournaments I've won. Go look at the FC Pro qualification and my ranks there. I'm over here because I believe in eFootball, but you have to speak the truth. Otherwise, who's going to, right? It's not being mean. If people can't handle the truth, that's on them. It's just facts, whether you like the words or not. So let's break down this game here. This is an FC Pro event, okay? This is for a lot of money. It's not a joke like eFootball where it's terrible broadcast, no money involved, nobody really watches. This is actual big money, big investors. And this is considered a joke in EA Sports world, but it's way, like, eFootball is a joke. If you go watch their pro scene, like, I like watching Jinsu and some of the players, but the broadcast, the viewers, it's just terrible, guys. This is actually top notch, but I want you to watch how bad this football is. And remember, they're smoking eFootball.
With the biggest game, I'm going to say, of all time, Anders versus...
Yeah, do this separate. To set the scene for you, a winner of this game can go on to make 6 figures. The loser of this game is going to have a much harder time. Put it that way. So remember what's on the line here. And not only that, but these are 2 of the best in the entire world. Vergang, more world championships recently. Tex has won world championships in the past. Both big time, not creators, but big time influencers on where the game goes, the direction of the game. Their opinions, how they play the game. EA Sports largely looks at that when shaping the game. So remember that when you're watching this, and try to connect this to football at all. Okay?
Tex, and here we are, 2 minutes in, Anders Vergang kicking from left to right in that white strip green shorts and white socks, and all in blue in RB Leipzig navy. From right to left will be Tex, and that is a rash strike in the opening 3 minutes.
Yeah, it was a good start from Tex. We saw in his first game against LGR Peugeot, so he likes to build up on the wings and just sort of have that pattern in his offensive third anyway.
Lamine Yamal was electric for Anders in his opening game. 8-5 win against Yaskow, and he must have at least got a hat-trick.
The 2 best players in the world right here.
Obviously the finesse shot plus version of Yamal. He is a serious asset to his attacks. Tex recycling once again, that time Yap Stan will stand strong.
Yeah, I mean, Yamal's definitely one of the best dribblers in FC 26 with the technical. And there's something about with the incisive pass with Yamal. He's just been able to dance and put Anders in dangerous position. We know Anders on the ball. He hardly ever makes a wrong decision as he's just offside there. But Anders is just so good on the ball. And with the Yamal, he can make so many things happen.
If the game continues like this, we're in for an absolute cracker, because both players eager to get their nose in front. It feels like one of those games, Ryan, where the first goal doesn't really mean much, though.
Yeah, I predicted anyway a high-scoring game, but...
Here is Kylian Mbappe, strikes across goal, and Anders Vergang will break the deadlock. He will open the scoring. Strike across the goalkeeper. Bonmatu with the through ball into Mbappe. He had one thing on his mind, one touch, and a left-footed strike into the top corner.
Yeah, been an exciting start to the game so far between Anders and Tex. As you can see, Yaskow looking to open up the deadlock in that game against Tuga. But Tuga looking to try and equalise off this kickoff with an R1X twice to equalise straight away. But Tex finds himself 1-0 down, but a great start. It seems like it's going to be end-to-end stuff.
Yeah, it's a great start from Tex, or from Anders, I should say. So I feel like Tex should have tracked that run. It's easy to say now, but with, I believe it's Valverde in that right back, it is. He sort of left him.
Should he have been 1-0 up? First chance of the game?
That chance, there was a massive chance. He snatched at it with Mbappe. But you can see the pattern of play, though. The blueprint of his attacks is stemming from those first-time passes. Tiki-taka passing, or the tiki-taka passing play style, sorry, is very, very effective in the game.
We've already seen on 2 separate occasions that Anders flick onto Stam, step out when that ball is getting recycled inside. It feels like a big area of the pitch. That's overrun by Tex, and Tonali is out of position. Mbappe with Anders Vergang will be looking to capitalise on any space that's left in behind. Good defending from Tex.
It's just a weird one that when you have a game like this, you got to respect both opponents, but you got to kind of treat them like they're a normal opponent. You don't want to start to be any scared, and because the nerves, I know, must be kicking in for both players because they know there's a lot on that stake here.
I just think when we come back and play this reverse fixture, where there's more on the line, where the game could be qualification or go home at that point, with how the table is looking.
Oh, it's lovely.
Pina just taken off Tonali's toe by Mariano there, and you're going to see a goal flash coming in. This is Luke's official with Thierry Henry.
Oh, wow.
Way through.
Fair enough. I'm surprised he still maintained possession there. You see in the bottom right of the screen, Anders Vergang 2-0 up in 17 minutes against Tex.
Who did I speak about at the start of the show? Yamal.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful through ball and a Travella into the top corner, Shells.
Yeah, I mean, you got to kind of look at your centre-back item. He is using Yap Sam, which is one of the best centre-back, but with no intercept, you are going to leave them through balls, and Tex has found himself 2-0 down, but Yaskau trying to redeem himself and get his first 3 points of the tournament. Finds himself 2-1 up against Tugo, which Tugo is one of the best defenders in the whole tournament.
Yeah, goals galore throughout the 3 games going on right now. What you said about the play styles, though, I wholeheartedly agree. Intercept on a centre-back. For those at home, yes, there are other centre-backs you can use, but I would prioritise getting in any defender with intercept.
Okay, so I believe that's enough for you guys to understand what I'm talking about. There is no way on earth this should be the best football game. These are the 2 best players in the world, which means they should be showcasing how good this game can be. To where, okay, maybe it's just the average player that makes this game look ugly. Maybe it's just the difficulty that makes this game look ugly. No. They look like they're on skates. The ball moves at an unrealistic pace. The defenders, the attackers, everything's unrealistic. Even the shots that they take, those crazy one-time shots they go for, everything is unrealistic. And you can see what I mean. Tex has always been a skill spammer, and at least there's skill in learning the moves and stuff. But now you don't even actually do skill moves. The dribbling is all in circles. That's even got more unrealistic. Then you look at how fast the quick passes are, which isn't tiki-taka at all. It's a million miles an hour. It's not realistic. But that's something that Vergang has always done. High press, right? Unrealistically high pressing. Dribbling in circles. Constant quick lip passes because the ball's moving at 1,000 miles an hour. Not football at all. So you can't show me anything in this game that you would say, look at that. That reminds me of Real Madrid or Barcelona or the best Brazil team or whoever or any of these players and say, this reminds me of Hullet in his prime or Zidane. Or, it's not football at all. So then why, when we watch eFootball and we see the proper pace of passing, the proper weight of the players, we see a more true to football experience. When we watch AI versus AI, for instance, in events, and you see great football, but then you go to PvP and you get the trash nonsense you've seen earlier. You try to pass the ball and move around, you can't even do it because there's suddenly delay magically, conveniently. Again, every major content creator in eFootball talks about it, right? Then you have the rat losers that go for nothing but tacklebacks. That's their literal game plan, right? Run into players before they can pass because it's so delayed. And all of these things that are on top of a great core, which is what eFootball is. It's a great core of a game with a ton of trash piled on top and then a ton of trash players that eat it up, right? So when you see eFootball and what it could be versus what it is, that's why this glorified air hockey / football game, right? Football's in quotations, is smoking eFootball. Despite being in the worst place it's been in the history of the franchise, everyone gave FC26 a chance, and many are realizing that was a mistake. Content creators are making content about it, and yet eFootball is still nowhere to be seen on a rise or taking players or content creators. You get like what Nick runs a foot market will play eFootball for like a day, say how bad the game is, and go back to FC. This is all twofold because of Konami and the trash they leave in the game, but they leave that trash and even add that trash, such as Smart Assist, and open it up to everything because of the overall low skill losers that make up the majority of the eFootball player base. So if you're getting offended, it's because you're one of these low skill losers. I guarantee all the real skilled players know exactly what I'm talking about. Right? There's no doubt about it. When I'm talking about those games where you're much better, but they magically are terrible delays, so you can't do anything, and you get beat by a lower opponent, like I just did, right? Or the games where you're playing great football and your opponent just spamming crosses. You get 10 shots, they get 1 cross and win 1-0. Or you're playing great football and they keep spamming those essentially automatic diagonal through balls. So then your answer is either get beat by this lower skill loser or play ratty. And then guess what happens? The minute you start lining up 4 attackers across the front, spamming through balls, unless you're severely delayed, in that case you might as well, like I did, just abandon the game, that first one like I did. But unless if you have good gameplay and you do that, you'll go from unsuccessful trying to pass and move to all of a sudden scoring and scoring. But it's not fun. It's not football. Right? So players like me, I'm on the verge of saying it's not worth it. I'll fight through that stuff, try to add in enough to deal with it, but it does get old quickly. Right? So, again, no offense to my boy Mustafa. I know he meant well, but he comes in after seeing that and says, oh, try to play possession. First of all, I'll tell you why I don't like possession in general, because everyone closes in to the ball, and you just can't have that, right? At least with runs away, you can super cancel and bring them to. It's unnatural to try to super cancel, and then they make a run away. You'll never get it, right? And not to mention, in these games where there's terrible delay, you absolutely want to do anything but play possession and short passes because you're already having a slowed down pass. The way the releases work in eFootball is terrible. It's too unrealistically slow. Players can move the ball much quicker. They can release it. The pace of the actual pass is good, but how long it takes to pass and shoot is terrible. You add in lag on top of it, the last thing you want to do is possess the ball because you're just going to get ran into and the opponent's going to go through on you. Otherwise, I would love, like if anybody actually follows the channel and sees me play, they see I like to play short passes, then mix in long passes, right? Or short passes, draw the defense's attention away, then play that long ball. Short, short, long. It's a classic passing pattern that helps you get in, right? But when you can't even move the ball around your back line because there's so much delay, why in the hell would you start trying to do more of what's costing you? It literally cost me that first goal, and then it was just downhill. But all these things that I say as we watch this air hockey game are exactly why eFootball is in the garbage. And players like us, the majority of us, if you're a rat and you follow this channel, I commend you because I rip you nonstop. But I guarantee a majority of people that follow this just want to hear the facts and are upset with this and fed up too. But we're sticking around because we love football enough. And maybe we're crazy too. So that's that. I'm not going to make you watch more of this air hockey nonsense, but it's crazy that this is the 2 best players in the world at FC, and this is the game that you get. It's absolute garbage. I mean, look at the pace of not everything's going to be exactly realistic. Exactly, not everything. But the things that aren't realistic in FC are everything. Everything in this game is unrealistic. Every single thing in this game, right, takes away from that magic feeling we used to get, especially with all the advancements and how good the game should be. The shots don't even look real. Everything's a laser. The passes are laser. The air hockey shit that goes on. It's a joke. It's terrible. So this is what you have, right? And it's right now the best football game. Let's hope that Konami finally figures out that they can easily pass this nonsense up if they stop catering to their lower skilled audience. I don't care if that's who makes up the majority of the game or they think that, right? Which is why the actual footballers need to start speaking up. The content creators that play the right way need to speak up. But I don't care what they think. If they actually produce a good football game, take out the garbage, they will get a good chunk of this FC player base. Right? They will get people that get addicted to this game like people always used to get addicted to the classic PESs, PES 6, PES 13, FIFA, whatever, right? Because that's very arguable. Many say like, oh, 14, 15, 16, then others say 17, 18, 19 were great, and then others will say 19 was the worst year ever. No matter what year it was, or years, back in the day, the magic was real. Like, you had this feeling you couldn't wait to play, and you couldn't get yourself to stop playing. Now, these games become a chore. We do it because we love football, and it's been a part of our life. And then the rats do it because there's so much trash in these games, they found something they can be successful at because they don't have to do anything. There's no skill needed. But once that's gone, there will be so many players yearning for a good football experience that they will go to eFootball, because only eFootball has any type of that magic still left in their game. That's my final take on that. You can let me know what you think. I'd love to hear it. So now that we got that out of the way, let's look at any type of leaks that we might have coming for eFootball, because despite that trash that would chase many players away, I'm going to stick around. As crazy as it seems, 3 a.m. will come, probably new content, right? And there I'll be. But hopefully, that was just a small little glimpse into like how bad the game can be, and it gets better, because honestly, it's not even worth playing. Once you get any type of delay in eFootball, the game is 1000% not worth playing. So let's see what we have here. You got to take these things with a grain of salt, these leaks. I typically follow what Pro eFootball says. If you want to follow them on X, here it is. But they haven't updated anything. So I know we have the Barcelona campaign. We still have the Black Friday one going on. I've seen all this. So we should have a big Barcelona pack just like the Milan pack, I believe, right? Neymar will come for sure. Meaning epics. Players with white glow have an official image. Romario, official image. Carlos, Casillas, O'Shea, Cliver, Mendieta, Cantona, Baggio. I already have a Baggio. You know we're going to see a Neymar from the Barcelona deal. You know we're probably going to see an MSN who I just played. So nothing there. We'll have to see. So let's get into this video.
Give me all you got if you're prepared to break the silence. I'll be out in the sunshine, running beside the lions. I've been feeling down, but I've been looking up, afraid to fall.
So mine's been ending around like midnight. 8 o'clock UTC. Let me see what time that is for Central Standard. Now I'm hungrier than ever to play, suffering those 2 losses. That takes me back into the 1600s. Less than 100 away from Division 1, and that trash happens. So you better believe I'll be right there ready to play. 2 a.m. No, at one time it ended at like midnight. The other time, I guess it was closer to 2 a.m. So we'll just have to see.
Scale your content 10 times faster with Magic Write. Turn one idea into tons of content tailored for any audience or platform, all in a few clicks.
I hate these chance deals, dude, because they're so low. Like, they're they're next to pointless. They make a big deal out of them. They make a big deal like they're giving you something. They should be like, every time you go on a 3-win streak, you get a chance deal. Or like, they should do something better than just, oh, you get a free chance deal. Congrats. 1 player out of 150. Good job. Thanks. And sometimes it's more now, so it's even more dumb. Oh, great. Stupid ass penalty shootout event. Great. I hate when they have these that take place of the actual, event, because we barely have any modes anyway, and then they add this stupid shit. Festive season campaign. Get a chance to win a watered down icon, because we can't give you guys anything. You gotta spend your money. Greenwood. Ha! That fucking rapist cocksucker woman beater. That Yamal looks like it could be pretty sick. I like that Yamal. I'm leaning towards going with at least a winger, maybe 2. And then I'd have to test them out, so that'd be a good test out. Rather than like spending money on a tougher player to get, or a Epic or something, or a Showtime that's in a big box.
Feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies,
I love me some Klopp. My favorite manager of all time, Sir Alex. My favorite manager of the modern day, Jurgen Klopp. But what will he have? Link-up play will be distant spaces pass. So in more long ball shit, distant spaces pass. This game is such a joke, bro. How do you take what could be such a good game? Everything's kick and run. Oh my God, there's no way. Oh yeah. I don't even give a shit. There you go, Mustafa. If Sir Alex has possession, which he won't, it will be some kick and run shit. Link up play over the. Okay, yeah, it says right there, over the top Z. I was gonna say they weren't a tiki taka. Oh my God, I can't wait. Once I was leaning out of the freaking hold deal, they pull me back in. Right when I talk about it, he appears. No shit. But it doesn't say any details else. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be awesome. Joaquin Low. Wait, did they say that for Sir Alex? They didn't, did they? Hold on, I gotta see this again. Sorry, guys.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sound.
So that's who I have now.
I'm breathing in. Hold tight, can't make.
Whether on the rink or in the comfort of your home.
The reason I'm glad I saw this, though, is because if I didn't see this, I would definitely have gotten some of these managers, right? So thank goodness for these leaks. So flow pass A, that's your possession right there. And see, I may have to look at that. Over the top pass C. So definitely not this from the old school Ancelotti. Oh, they have the details for Ancelotti. Long ball counter and long ball. See, like right now I'm playing long ball only because I like the defense staying a little more compact. Erickson, horizontal pass A. Let's see if they give his details. I don't think so. Scolari. I like Scolari. Diagonal long pass C. Man, I'm interested to see that the short pass is the Wenger. And I respect Wenger and everything. But, and then of course you're going to have some tiki-taka stuff. What's this? Top pass over the top. Over the top for Cruyff? There's no way. They don't have any tiki-taka. Everything's over the top in this long shit. Cruyff was total football. And it's an over-the-top pass. That's a joke. I'm not saying he didn't believe in certain long passes, but are you ever going to do anything besides kick and run eFootball? This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. Jurgen Klopp. Distant space passes. So just kick and run. Just say what it is. Over the top pass Z. Which one is that? Do they even have that yet? Possession and quick counter. Then another Mourinho. Damn, look at those two cards. So you got a... There's no way these are the two. A Dembele and a Vitinha? No, wait. Yeah. Luis Enrique. I said Mourinho. I'm an idiot. I said Mourinho. And he does kind of look like him. Luis Enrique, the man that finally won it all for PSG. Mourinho's son. Hidden son. Heritage. I like the Taram card. Or maybe. I'm intrigued. The other two, Ratige could be good. I like Ratige. Van Nistelrooy from his PSV days. I already have one from his Man U. So this is the rumor. Julie would be like the best dribbler in the freaking game. Like a Maradona dribbling. Edgar Davids like a box-to-box. I love me some Edgar Davids. If he's a whole player, it could fit my role perfectly. It'll probably be a destroyer he was last time, so maybe it would be box-to-box or something. And then Ed Mielsen, of course. Decent. Barcelona Trident. Ooh. Fermin Yamal. And then the Rashford. Interesting. Cool card design, though. Cool card design. That's official. Of course, we knew this was... Oh, but Coleman? So no MSN, just MN and Coleman. Aerial fort for a shorter player, though, and longer. I feel like that would be like a Ronaldinho or a Marquinhos aerial fort. He'll still get burned in the air. But I like me some Coleman. He'll definitely be build up. He has to be. The Neymar and Messi could be ridiculous. Blitz curler Messi. And then a legendary Messi card. I know it's called Big Time, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Big Time Messi card, and then the Epics. This is all rumored. Interesting. We'll see. Konami does some stupid stuff, so I don't know. This, like, why would you wouldn't have Messi in 2 packs, so I guess it's a guess on which one it will be. Same with Neymar. Or maybe you would, because like I said, Konami does dumb stuff. Henry. I'm interested to see how Henry turns out in this game. Puyol, Krikic, Rakitic. So this is all the rumored stuff, eh?
This is it.
All that in stuff you don't even know. It's going to be none of those. New tour and events. National team's themed event. Both for national teams. That's it, huh? Monday. New epic players.
Play with me like cats and a string.
Neymar, Suarez. It's not. Totti just was released.
You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever want to give me wings.
And then we already had that Milan keeper. I've seen this. So it's all a total guess. This would be sick, dude, as a United fan. Man, I hope Vidic would be awesome. Man, UCR7 would be a cheat code. Him and Ibra up top. I'll become a cross rat. Oh my god. Can you imagine if any of these come true? shoot, put all of them. Screw it. Just put all of them. We'll spend millions.
Wasn't me, is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion.
This is all
I wish
guesses.
when I first saw you, I knew this.
I don't know, guys. It's not going to be back until like 2 a.m. Central, so like 10, 11. Like 5 hours. I ended the game on such a bad note, too. God, man, I should have just waited. Should have known better. But at least it puts into perspective what you have to be ready for in this trash game. You too, Mauricio. Good luck, buddy. I have people constantly asking me, like, is it worth it to play? And I'm like, dude, I love the game and also hate the game. Like, to be honest, yes, you're going to play a ton of rats. Yes, it's going to get frustrating. So I'm honest about it. It's not like I'm unaware, but it still doesn't make it any easier when you experience it. So we're going to play some of this trash, and hopefully these other games are so bad that we're thankful when maintenance is over. I'm going to use the restroom and be back. Let's see how this goes. Alright, here we go. The Freddy Krueger kits. That's the absolute only thing these guys got better than eFootball is the, what do you call that? The customization. Made up kits and all that. But eFootball is full of a bunch of idiot players, so they don't care. They aren't going to give you good stuff. I mean, look at this. But other than that, the game's goddamn awful. Watch it, all of a sudden, like, dude, you missed a patch. The game's amazing now. I love that Canby right during maintenance. He comes in. If you're confident, play me. Oh, he's in the Kruger. I'm in the blue. Yeah. The connection's way better than my last two games in eFootball, though. But their servers have been bad. Rumor was they shut down servers. Nice. Feet. Oh, no. Yes. Oh, you little prick. Goal! Oh! These are always terrible. Oh no, I needed Holland. Holland's like a cheat code on crosses. I gotta show you guys that. I forgot to tell you guys about that. Watch this. Oh shit. Oh no, got over. Look at this. Goal. Such a joke, guys. Think of how broken the game is. You can call this. That's how broken the game is. This is similar to eFootball, but 10 times worse. It's like the enhanced version of the shitty diagonal through balls and stuff. It's an absolute joke. Oh, he got an automatic goal too. On his only shot, his only attack up the line. Look at this. Oh, dang it. Referee, that's a foul. Look at that. Golazo! Bape to Harin. Golazo! Oh, crap. Sorry, buddy. Oh, he saved it. Good for you. I can't believe they haven't taken this shit out of the game. Goal. Oh no, that was a terrible forced pass, typically. Whoa! And that was not the right angle. Oh, I didn't have my professional cap on. I should have saved it to get the last shot. This honestly looks better than those last couple of eFootball games, as crazy as that sounds, dude. It's terrible to say, but eFootball, man, when it has bad connection, it takes that game to a whole nother level of trash. Good D. Look at that D. Kadioglu. I remember sometimes in UFL, like, the passes don't go to the correct player. Uh-oh. Goal. Sorry. It's a joke, guys. It's a joke. How do people play this? We got to ask this player, like, how do you play this game? You can try to stop the crosses, but dude, I'm telling you, it's so, like, ridiculously hard. And it's so stupid. Can you imagine Holland scoring this many headers, guys? Oh my god, and then he saves that, though. You're seeing why FC's the king despite not even being a football game. Goal. No, it's a goal though. Sorry. Goal. I rest my case. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, I feel so bad for him. Their defense is better than eFootball's, though. That's no joke. Like the movement, the actual tackles, lack of animation suck, but the movement, so much better. That was supposed to go to the winger. What do you got to do a finesse shot? I'm an idiot. It's power finesse shot under 40% or whatever. Ah. Sorry, buddy. We're just not in the same league, brother. Oh my God, guys. I wanted to see if they would give me another automatic one. Oh, the low driven. Come on. What a great game. This game, guys. Holy shit. All right. I love eFootball a little bit more. This is going to help me erase those two disgusting losses. Not much, bro. I got 2 games in that both were over before they started. Like the rattiest, shittiest connection nonsense in eFootball was like almost a nightmare. So now I went into the break like that. But it was terrible, dude. I don't get it. I wanted to pick your brain, and actually I was hoping you were on to play that guy, but it would have went to the maintenance anyway. But do you get that from time to time, or all the time, or where your opponent is getting tacklebacks and this and that, and no matter what, you can't get shit. You're delayed. Your passes are taking an hour. Like, how often do you get that? And is there something that these players are doing? Because it feels like that, bro. It feels like there's something going on. Oh, this Lampard thing is still in there. I got 840. $1,500 for that Frank. For the Frankie Frank. I might as well get the cam version. Then I'll get Isaac out of there. Because that cam version, I think he has. He doesn't have that 40-yard shot. He's got that catapult, though. Let's see what this pack looks like, guys. They have to, bro. It seems like it, at least. What a terrible pack. This game's horrendous, though, so I'm hoping by the time this ends, I'll I'll be back to liking it. Because I tell people, though, because people like Boomfoot, he asked me in Discord, like, be honest, am I going to enjoy it? I'm like, you'll enjoy parts of it, but there is a lot of shit that you're going to hate that's just not football. You couldn't even get a pass off? Or he couldn't because he was so bad. I've seen both. Where, like, you know what I mean? Where you're so delayed you can't. That's what I was trying to do, and I got a little upset with my boy Mustafa. I was like, you should play possession. I'm like, did you not see what... Because what happened on the first goal of the night, I'm passing the ball around my back line, and it's just so delayed. He runs into my Van Dyke before he can pass it. I was even going to one-time passes, and it didn't matter, dude. It was terrible. Both games were like that. First one, way worse, though. All the opponent had to do was basically dribble because I couldn't do nothing. I'll wear my blue again. But this game is literally the next level. Like, the auto through balls and the... I don't know, the crosses are bad in eFootball, but they're terrible in this. But FC's air hockey, I just broke down Tex and Verging, two of the best players in the world in FC played, and it's just not football. Dude, honest to God, and you guys think I'm lying, but the pace of the game in UFL is more realistic than FC. How did Holland get that through? He, like, went through the defender. Oh my God, he left Holland through. What the hell? What was that pass? Forgot the passes are so unrealistic. Van Dijk's a beast in every game. I love him, dude. Van Dijk's a beast in every game you're in. Oh, Holly. I should have just shot that. I was being cocky. I tried to do some FC cheese. What did he just do? And he still got it back. Reading it like a book, baby. Oh, I should have settled it. Oh my God, what was that? Was he delayed? Is he delayed there or what? I haven't had any delay yet, and I heard these servers got worse, and they have, because I remember my last, when I gave eFootball one more try, it was so bad, the delay. I can't believe they left the automatic headers in this stupid ass game. But this feels better than that lagged out trashy football I just played. Come on, Enzo, you gotta retrieve. Oh, you mother effer. The defense, there's no jockeying, guys. Like, it looks like kindergartners playing defense. But the movement, like, the quicker movement is better. But then the tackle animations, which there, like, is none, is terrible, bro. But, like, the actual movement, I wish eFootball would have this type of movement. That got ugly. What the hell? Oh, God. Oh, he caught it. I wasn't at that automatic goal angle, I guess. That left back I have, that Kalinoglu, dude, he's a beast for whatever reason. What the fudge is going on here? It's so stupid, guys. This game. You can't do nothing defensively. Goal. Oh, goal. Oh! And halftime. Offsides. God dang it. Oh no. What the hell? How'd that get through there? You see this, Phil? It's such a joke, bro. It's just all automatic. This is like for kids. Like, this is for like 3-year-olds, bro. For real. I think some of my opponents might be 3 years old. Oh God, here we go again. Oh, I didn't want to cross again, but it gets boring. No, I was supposed to go to my winger. You're in goal. You edited it. The hell? Van Deezy? See, I like that kind of stuff. Looks pretty cool. Man, all these games have a little bit like where it's like, how did you go the route you did? Like some of the build up is like pretty cool looking, right? How the hell did you think that was going through? Offsides, damn it. They nerfed through balls, but they didn't nerf headers, which is crazy. Oh my god, look at that back post cross. Goal. I should start putting posts down like this. Beautiful header. Look at this insane header. It takes skill to head the ball like this. See the replies I get. UFL headers so skill based. And I don't really even feel like playing air hockey. But there you have it, man. We'll be back later. I don't know. These ratty little shithead players, unfortunately, are ruining what could be a good game. I want to be excited for the new content, and like I'm going to try to get my moods changed and just move on from those games. You know what I mean? Like, I call everyone, yeah, they're automatic, Phil. It's so stupid, but bro, that's what I mean. All these games have the dumbest shit, and so despite eFootball being trash half the time, it's still the only game that's somewhat like, you know, okay. What's this, Batman? Trick or Pick? They did another pack for Halloween. Like how long does Halloween go? $560. Yeah, man, this game is so bad, it's not even funny. So, I'll be back for content later. I have tons of eFootball content coming out. Yeah, that's the only part, man. I'll always put that disclaimer, like, you're going to have to play the ratty bullshit, and until you get really good, you're going to have to do some rat stuff yourself. And sometimes the only games that I really would say are out of control for me are when there's delay too, and you could see it in eFootball. I mean, the screens dropping. You could, if you go back and watch the games, you could see the glitch. You can see it. You know, it's bad. But when I typically have good connection. I can only speak for myself. If there's anybody out there that has bad connection all the time, don't even try to play eFootball, bro, because you have no chance. You're just gonna get tackle backed into oblivion. So. Anyways, we'll come back, look to avenge those 2 losses, get back in the win column, and try to march to Division 1. From now until Sunday, all through Sunday, we have non-stop streaming. So we'll get this maintenance out of the way, shake off those 2 losses from the beginning of the stream, and head in with a fresh slate. We'll see what the new content is. There's too many guesses for what it will be. I know a Barcelona campaign's supposed to come. There's rumors of Messi, Neymar, Suarez, but then I saw There's a million different possibilities. A bunch of new managers. We'll see who they start with. A lot of exciting stuff. And then we'll try to do our best on the pitch. So I'll see you guys soon. Shout out Big Phil. Thanks for coming in. Mauricio. I feel bad for my boy earlier, Mustafa, who was like, play possession in eFootball after I couldn't move. So I might have chased him away for good. But either way, frustration happens. Hopefully he understands. Shout out to Mustafa. No hard feelings. And I'll catch you guys for new content. I'm going to be checking constantly. So as soon as new content drops, I will be there.